Hello! We are way up in your grill. We are
6
finally
minutes late,
here.
not freaking 10 like last time.
Well, we did get carried away with personal stuff, and then we tried to go live on her phone, and it was doing the whole...
Do it again.
It wouldn't go vertical.
We're gonna be like this close
Yeah,
together.
so I was like, you know what? Let's just switch our phones. So let's make sure.
Good problem solving skills today.
Not
It's
always.
raining. It's a good day.
It is a good day. Okay, awesome. We're here. I forgot to send a text message this week. Has been crazy to remind everybody about the live.
Facebook too.
Yeah, so that's
We'll
okay.
see who
2 people hopped on.
remembers.
And we put everything on YouTube now, and now we have this cool little tool that dictates the whole thing, and we can put. I think it's better on YouTube. So we've started to delete the lives once it's on YouTube with timestamps. So even more efficient with your time. You can see what topic is at what timestamp. Boom, click on the timestamp on YouTube and watch that part.
All about efficiency.
Trying
and
as
tools.
We want to start scaling in the spring, so we're trying to find those things to fine tune to make it easier when we do scale.
We love to be thorough, but there's only so many minutes in the day.
Yeah, exactly. Do you want me to start or do you want to start?
I can go over my fitness pal really quick.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead.
A lot of questions this week about my fitness pal, which makes us happy because that means you're using it, right? So, and I keep seeing like congratulate all these different people that are completing their weekly tracking. So that's exciting. We get notifications when you actually complete your day. You should be hitting your macros. So if you're not, reach out. I'm happy to build you a sample day. It may not be exactly the foods that you like, but you can kind of get an idea of how to build that sample day. Again, we love that you're using MyFitnessPal. The main questions, well, we had a random one last night. I've never seen this before in the years we've been doing this.
Yeah.
One of our shredders she had put something in her diary and then was trying to delete it out, and it deleted out. Like there's no more words listed, but it still had her macros taken away. So it showed it was off by, she's like, if I'm over by 700 calories or whatever it was, she's like, it wasn't me. I didn't do it. I didn't consume it. I tried to delete it. It wouldn't go away. I mean, we were like, try turning off your phone, turn it back on. She did that. Try deleting the app, or try closing out the app, logging back in. She ended up deleting the app and logging back in, and that fixed it finally. But it also reminded me, just to remind you guys, that you can access this on your phone, which I think is the most convenient because you can just take it with you all the time. But you can also see it big and beautiful up on your laptop. So you can do that with MyFitnessPal. I think that's really it. If you guys have questions, please text them over. Little decrease in consults this week. I think everybody's digging in. They're in week 3. They're in the same macros as last week.
And I think people who really desire to do the work and make the changes, once they speak to you in a phone consult,
they implement.
They do. They implement. They're coachable.
Which is so great.
And not making excuses and really digging in.
Yeah. I was going to say something else. I don't remember what.
I'm sorry.
No, it'll come back. It'll come back.
Okay, well, I'll go into fiber. Hopefully. That comes
Fiber's
back.
good. Yes.
Okay, so you guys, I sent a text message, or we sent a text message to you a few days ago saying this week maybe focus on a fiber goal, 25 grams for women, 35 grams for men. If you're in the annual program, you have access to Master My Menopause. We go into depth why fiber is important, why you should track it. The annual tracker spreadsheet even has a check mark to make sure you've eaten your goal in fiber, because it is that important. So not every one of you is in the annual program. So I wanted to speak a little bit about why fiber is important. So first of all, your free foods that we list are high in fiber, okay? Things that are high in fiber have a tendency to be filling, and they digest at a much slower rate than like a fast starchy carb, okay? So for the women, men you might want to check out here, but for women, when you start going through perimenopause, your road to menopause, your estrogen starts to decrease, okay? So your ovaries are not making as much estrogen as it used to. Your body realizes this, does not want to give up on making babies, so it wants to produce more estrogen. It wants to produce more of all of your sex hormones, progesterone, testosterone, and estrogen, but it doesn't have another resource of producing testosterone and progesterone, but it does estrogen. So estrogen can also be produced by your fat cells. So stored fat in your fat cells. So what does this mean for you? This means you become insulin resistant. Not completely, but your insulin resistance continues to get higher as your estrogen gets lower, right? Because your body can make estrogen from fat stores, okay? So let's talk about estrogen first, or insulin for a second. When you eat something, anything, your blood sugar is going to spike. But it's natural. But your carbs are what make it spike the most, because typically carbs have some form of sugar in them, okay? So whenever you spike the blood sugar, then insulin comes in right behind it and wants to lower the sugar. And the reason why it wants to lower the sugar spike, glucose spike, is because insulin serves as like a shuttle bus of energy. That's what I like to think about it, right? Insulin is a bus that has sugar, calories, energy. I'm using those three words interchangeably. It has a bus and it drives that bus, insulin does, to all of your cells in your body. So cells of your muscles, your bones, your organs, and says, hey, I've got energy for you. Open up, knock, 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 open up your cells so I can shuttle you some more energy, right? To help you. Hopefully I'm describing this well.
This is good.
Okay, you've got it in your brain. So open up your doors. I'm going to give you some energy so you can function optimally, right? Your liver, your heart, your lungs, your brain, right? So what happens when you become insulin resistant is you have extra insulin that your body doesn't want if you're eating a lot of starchy carbs and you're in perimenopause. And the cells are like, we don't want any, we're full. So insulin drives the bus and says, okay, fat cells, they're basically like,
they'll take anything.
They store energy. That's why fat cells grow. But it's like a, what do they call it? A fill hole. What do they call a fill hole? Where they
a landfill?
A landfill.
Okay.
Think of your fat cells as a landfill. All right. Well, none of your other cells want any energy, so I'm going to dump them all in the landfill, which are your fat cells. Okay.
Too bad we can't pick and choose.
Right. Exactly. So that is what's happening during perimenopause. Your estrogen is dropping and your body's becoming insulin resistant. So the bus that drives insulin is dumping all the energy into your fat stores, okay? So the starchier your carb is, usually the less fat it has, or less fiber it has, not always, the quicker it spikes your blood sugar, okay? So the quicker that insulin spikes. So we need to try to we want to make the insulin or the glucose spike lower. And we want to have slow, constant drip of energy instead of a quick, like I like to say, some people, like kids, like before a game, might eat some kind of sugar like Airhead and it's quick energy.
Or drink like a Gatorade really quick.
Yes, a quick Gatorade for quick energy, but then you can crash. So what's important as we're going through perimenopause is that we focus on things that do have a lot of fiber. Fiber is harder to digest, which provides a slower glucose drip, energy drip into your body, which means your body has to use less insulin, which means your body is going to the landfill a lot less.
Oh, okay.
Does that make sense?
That was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, I followed you.
So we want to focus on fiber. Again, why we built in free foods that you don't have to track. Now, I would encourage all of you, instead of us giving you a meal plan with 25 grams of fiber included. I mean, yeah, we can do that, but I would encourage you to start tracking even your free foods. First of all, MyFitnessPal, with whatever you're eating now, will show you fiber.
I was going to tell you. I'm like the MyFitnessPal, I'm like on that topic today, but if you scroll to the bottom under nutrients, it's going to list everything. We really focused on protein, fat, and carbs, but you will see it listed under nutrients. You can calculate your fiber.
So you're already tracking it without knowing, right?
Without even tracking your free foods.
Exactly. Without tracking your free foods, whatever you're tracking in MyFitnessPal, you can already see it. MyFitnessPal is already telling you how much fiber you've eaten. So in your meal plan. So you can go from there and be like, okay, I'm 5 grams short of fiber. That's 2 cups of raw broccoli, for example. That is, well, one of the secrets that I've given, not secrets, but tips I've given to help with fiber is I take a half a cup of all brand buds, put them in Greek yogurt with some mixed berries. That's 17 plus 6, 23?
Yeah.
That's 23 grams of fiber right there.
That's awesome.
1 cup of mixed berries
Crunchy
is 6
too.
grams of fiber. Yeah. And the
Nice.
all brand buds are 17 grams.
Okay.
So I encourage you to look and see how much fiber you're already consuming. If it's not your goal of 25 grams or 35 grams, then maybe track some of your free foods in a separate section. Maybe
Sure.
track your free foods in a snack section, just to see how much fiber you're actually getting with your free foods to make sure you've gotten to your goal.
And so you don't, right. And so you don't kind of alter, I mean, you can even keep like a little, you know, whether it's in your success journal or just like a little sticky note, a little pretty one.
Yes.
But you could just keep a little track because it's not a ton of stuff to write, but you could look it up in MyFitnessPal, see what that fiber content is.
And just write it down.
The free foods, keep them separate.
And if you track them in that snack section, you can always delete them. Like,
Yeah.
you should be pre-planning anyway.
Right.
So you should be hitting your macros without your free foods, right? So if you're pre-planning, you've already hit your macros in your meal plan. So you're going to go over a little bit in carbs, a little bit in protein with your veggies, with your free foods. But you can ignore that because you've already pre-planned. Yeah. But that would be the best way to make sure you're hitting your 25 grams of fiber. You'll probably be surprised, especially if you're on the low carb train. A lot of people, like in the Hope bread that I posted, I mean, a lot of low carb products add fiber into it because they want to control the glucose spike, and fiber is what helps the glucose spike. So like 1 piece of that Hope bread is 11 grams of fiber.
Oh, nice.
My husband, if I have anything low carb in the fridge or low carb tortillas, I keep them in the fridge. He's like, I cannot eat that. I'll be going to the bathroom all day.
Oh, too much fiber.
Well, because and he eats so many veggies. He eats like probably at least a cup of veggies in every meal.
It's about finding a balance too.
Yeah. And he eats 4 to 5 meals a day, really 5 because he's putting on muscle, but he eats a lot of whole grain bread, which has a lot of fiber in it naturally as well. It's really not a hard thing to do. You might be surprised if you just take a peek.
Just look at the data.
Yeah, look at the data that's already being tracked with the meal plans you're creating.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's really helpful.
I hope so.
Yeah.
All right. What you got? Anything else?
I was just kind of on a MyFitnessPal kick. If you have questions, let us know. Oh, I remember. Okay. Be sure and if you haven't already, watch or participate in the free, I can't show you on my phone because I'm using my phone, the free MyFitnessPal 101. It's in the MyFitnessPal app. We've told you somewhere how to do that. Welcome email has it.
Exactly. It's in the welcome email.
If you're not sure, text me. I can give you the directions. I want to say you go to more, but it's in their trainings. It's free. And be sure you've watched the MyFitnessPal module. Yes, it's like an older version of MyFitnessPal. The same concepts apply in your online academy. So those are a great place to start. If you still have questions, let us know. We go over how you can click edit on the top left, select breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, all the above, and copy and paste to another day in the week. I love the concept. If you're a creature of habit and you like similar foods, you're going to find a pattern, right? Again, this is all about foods that you like. You can copy and paste a day that you're like, boom, I hit my macros. Copy paste on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then you're not creating a meal plan every day, especially if it's something you enjoy.
Put it on repeat.
Double carb day each week. You nail it with your burger and all that good stuff. Whatever you're choosing to have, potatoes, rice, sushi, whatever.
Yeah.
Copy paste. You worked hard on that puzzle. Copy paste. It's okay in the beginning.
Yes, exactly. Last but not least is the $100 cash giveaway.
Yes.
We had lots of people send in pictures, but in a very unorganized fashion, which is fine because I know that can be kind of tedious. It's taking us a lot longer to go through them than we thought. So we will announce the winner tomorrow via text message.
Sounds good.
Yeah. All right. We love you.
We mean it.
Mwah.